Listen up. If you think you can coast through life without discipline, you're in for a rude awakening. The world isn't kind to the undisciplined. It chews them up and spits them out. You want success? You want power? Then it's time to wake up. Discipline is the muscle that will shape your future. You master this and you master life. Period. Success isn't a lottery, it's earned. Discipline isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement. Too many people wake up hoping for a breakthrough, but they've never built the habits to back it up. You can't be successful by accident. You have to be ruthless with your time, actions, and focus. Master discipline and watch the world bend to your will. Discipline is the very backbone of success. It's not just a part of the process, it is the process. If you're looking to build a life of power, freedom, and influence, it's not going to happen without a rock-solid foundation of discipline. You can dream as big as you want, but if you're not disciplined in your actions, those dreams will remain nothing more than fantasies. You won't get anywhere. Success isn't something that happens by chance. It's not something that magically appears in your lap one day. It's earned, and it's earned through relentless discipline. If you want to live a life of extraordinary results, you need to embrace the daily grind of self-discipline. It's that simple. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem to have everything: financial freedom, personal power, and respect. These people didn't just stumble upon their success. They didn't get there because they were born with some kind of special talent or luck. No, they got there through discipline. Discipline is the silent force that guides them to make the right choices day in and day out. They don't let emotions or temporary setbacks derail them. They don't let their desires control them. They know that if they want to achieve anything great, they have to make discipline their top priority. Without discipline, you'll constantly be chasing your dreams, never actually catching them. You'll be distracted by shiny objects and the promises of easy shortcuts, but none of that will give you real success. Discipline, on the other hand, keeps you focused. It keeps you aligned with your goals, even when the path gets tough. Discipline forces you to stay the course when others would quit. It's not about getting lucky. It's about showing up every single day and doing the work even when you don't feel like it. The winners know that success isn't about being lucky. It's about being consistent, showing up and putting in the effort even when it feels like nothing is happening. That's how you build something real. That's how you build success. Now, let's get one thing straight. Discipline isn't easy. It's not a comfortable process. It's not about taking the easy road or doing what's convenient. It's about pushing yourself when you're tired, when you'd rather take a break, when the world is telling you to slow down. Discipline is about choosing to do the right thing even when it's hard. It's about choosing long-term gain over short-term pleasure. The winners, the ones who've truly mastered their craft, are the ones who've learned to do what others won't. They've mastered discipline. If you're serious about achieving anything in life, you need to start thinking about your habits. What do you do every day? What actions are you taking that are helping you move forward, and what actions are holding you back? Your daily habits are the things that will either make or break you. If you don't have the discipline to show up and do the work, to stay focused on your goals, you're not going to get anywhere. The truth is, discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It's the thing that closes the gap. You can't build the life of your dreams without it. So the next time you feel like slacking off, remember this: the winners don't take days off, they don't take shortcuts, they don't let themselves get distracted by the noise. They stay disciplined, and that's why they succeed. You want to be in that group? Then start now. Start building your foundation of discipline brick by brick, and you'll soon see how it transforms your life. Listen carefully. The pain you're avoiding today will become the regret you live with tomorrow. You can try to run from it, numb it, deny it, delay it, but pain has a way of collecting its debt. If you don't pay now, you'll pay later, and with interest. There's no escaping the price. Life doesn't let you skip the work and still cash the reward. And that's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the decision to face pain on your terms, not when it ambushes you at your weakest. It's the act of turning suffering into strength, resistance into resilience, and fear into fuel. You don't grow when things are easy. You grow when you're stretched, when you're uncomfortable, when everything in you is screaming to quit, but you don't. That's the power of discipline. That's the secret weapon the weak never discover. There is no victory without sacrifice. The champions, the high performers, the top 1%, they're not there because they coasted. They're there because they suffered through the sets when their muscles were on fire. They pushed through the rejections, the losses, the lonely nights. They chose pain early so they could claim power later. And they didn't complain. They didn't make excuses. They didn't whine about how hard it was. They showed up. They endured. They got better, and now they're reaping the rewards. Discipline is the silent separator. It's not loud. It doesn't need to be. It speaks for itself through results. The undisciplined fold when pressure shows up. The disciplined rise. They know the pain is temporary, but the power they earn from enduring it is permanent. You want freedom? You want greatness? Then stop running from the work. Stop pretending there's a shortcut. If it were easy, everybody would have it. But most people don't, because most people can't handle what it takes. And the truth is, the pain won't kill you, but the regret of not becoming who you were meant to be just might. Every time you do something uncomfortable, every time you do what's hard when you could have done what's easy, you're gaining leverage. You're sharpening your edge. You're becoming someone who's not only capable of surviving, but thriving, dominating, leading, creating impact. The world doesn't hand out trophies for intentions. It rewards execution. And discipline is the bridge between what you say you want and what you actually get. Without it, all you have are dreams that die in your journal. But with it, you become unstoppable. You show the world what's possible when someone refuses to be ordinary. So if you're in pain right now, good. That means you're alive. That means there's work to be done. Let that pain push you. Let it build you. Let it forge a version of you that can't be broken. Discipline turns pain into power. Harness it, and there's nothing you can't become. Success isn't a one-off victory. It's not a lucky break, a viral moment, or some magical alignment of stars. It's a relentless daily grind, one that requires you to show up no matter how you feel, no matter what the weather looks like, no matter what your emotions are doing. The world rewards the consistent, not the occasional. It's easy to have a good day. It's easy to get fired up for a moment and do something impressive once, but can you do it again and again? Can you be the one who refuses to let inconsistency sabotage your future? That's where discipline steps in. Discipline isn't about motivation, it's about commitment. It's the inner steel that makes you move even when you don't want to. It's what forces your hand to keep going when everything in you wants to quit. Discipline builds the framework for consistency, and consistency is the real engine of success. When you apply yourself every single day, your results compound. Your effort builds on itself. One small action turns into two. Two turns into a habit turns into a lifestyle, and a disciplined lifestyle becomes an unstoppable force. The reason most people never see greatness isn't because they're not talented, it's because they can't stay consistent. They start and stop. They're a different person every week. They don't understand that momentum doesn't show up in a flash. It builds over time. It's a slow, deliberate process. It takes discipline to keep doing the right thing when there's no applause, no recognition, and no visible reward. Yet, because that's when real winners are made, in the shadows, when nobody's watching. Discipline gives you the power to push through plateaus. It keeps you steady when results stall and when your motivation dips. It teaches you to trust the process even when your emotions scream for you to bail. Most people give up because they're addicted to immediate results. But consistency laughs in the face of impatience. It's the long game, and only the discipline can play it. You want to break through? Then show up when others don't. Work when others sleep. Train when others party. That's how you gain ground. That's how you build momentum. When discipline drives you, your actions stop depending on how you feel. And that's when you become dangerous. Because the world is full of people waiting to feel ready. But while they wait, the disciplined ones are executing, moving forward, stacking wins. Consistency gives you the edge because it turns work into reflex. You no longer debate whether to act, you just do. And that right there is where power is born. Discipline becomes a habit, the habit becomes your nature, and your nature produces results without even trying. The question is simple. Can you stay consistent long enough to become undeniable? Can you stay the course when the excitement fades? Because if you can, if you build that kind of discipline, success isn't a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. Success isn't just about what you say yes to, it's about what you say no to. That's the part they don't tell you. Everyone's preaching hustle, ambition, grind, but let me tell you something powerful. The most dangerous threat to your success isn't laziness. It's distraction. It's good opportunities pulling you away from great ones. It's comfortable choices robbing you of transformative growth. Discipline means cutting the fat. It means trimming down the noise. It means saying no to the dinner invites that don't align with your mission, the mindless scrolling that kills your momentum, and the toxic people who drain your energy. If it doesn't feed your future, it's eating your time. Get ruthless with your calendar. Get aggressive with your focus. Stop playing nice with the things that are robbing you blind of the life you were meant to live. But the real battle, the brutal war, isn't external. It's internal. It's not just about saying no to people who want your time. It's about saying no to the version of you that wants to take the easy road. Saying no to the voice that whispers you deserve a break when you haven't earned it. You can skip today when you know deep down that today is what counts. Discipline is about killing off the weaker version of yourself so the stronger version can rise. That's the cost of greatness. You want to lead the pack? Then start by mastering yourself. No one gets to the top without first learning how to say no to their own laziness, excuses, and fears. You don't need more motivation, you need more discipline. Because motivation fades. Discipline shows up even when you don't feel like it. You have to draw a line in the sand. And everything that doesn't serve your vision, cut it. No negotiation, no hesitation, no second chances. Because every time you say yes to something that doesn't matter, you're saying no to something that does. That's the trade. That's the exchange. You don't get to have focus and distraction. You don't get to have growth and comfort. One will choke the life out of the other. So decide, what are you willing to give up to get what you say you want? The problem is never the goal. The problem is what you're not willing to sacrifice to hit it. Your time is the most precious asset you've got. Not your money, not your talent, time. Once it's gone forever. And if you don't treat it like it's sacred, no one else will. That's why discipline is non-negotiable. It's not optional. It's the gateway to every single thing you want. Discipline means telling the world, I'm not available for distractions. I'm not available for mediocrity. I'm building something bigger. And when you do that, when you learn to say no with conviction, consistency, and courage, you don't just change your schedule, you change your life. Ambition without discipline is just noise. Loud, hopeful, but ultimately empty. You can hype yourself up all you want. Talk about the empire you're going to build, the life you're going to live. But if you don't have the discipline to show up every single day and do the work, then you're fooling yourself. Ambition is the spark, but discipline is the firewood. It's what keeps the dream alive when the excitement dies down. Everyone's excited on day one. Everyone's motivated when the vision is fresh, but where are they on day 10? Where are they when it gets hard, when it gets boring, when nobody's clapping and nobody's watching? That's when discipline either shows up or your dream dies. Let me tell you something. It's not about doing what you feel like doing. It's about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. That's what separates the talkers from the doers. Talkers ride the wave of motivation. Doers build systems of discipline. They don't ask themselves, do I feel like it today? They just do it. Because they understand that discipline doesn't care how you feel. It only cares what you commit to. If you only act when it's convenient, you'll never get anywhere worth going. Discipline is waking up early when no one's watching. Discipline is saying no to distractions when everyone else is wasting time. Discipline is putting in the reps, the hours, the grind when your mind is screaming for comfort. And here's the truth. That kind of grind is what makes ambition real. Without discipline, ambition is a fantasy, but with it, it becomes inevitable because disciplined people don't rely on luck, they create their own opportunity. They understand that results don't come from hype, they come from hard habits, repeated relentlessly. You say you want the mansion, the millions, the legacy, but what are you willing to do daily to earn it? Are you willing to sacrifice, to delay gratification, to outwork the competition, not for 1 week or 1 month, but year after year? Because that's what it takes. Discipline is the long game. It's boring, it's hard, but it works. It always works. Show me someone with average talent, but elite discipline, and I'll show you someone who will dominate, the one with raw potential and no structure. You've got to decide what you want more, comfort or conquest. You can't have both. The life you dream about is on the other side of discipline, and until you make discipline a non-negotiable, you're going to keep spinning your wheels, watching others pass you by. It's time to stop fantasizing and start executing. Cut the excuses, show up, do the work. Master discipline, and you won't need to chase success. Success will chase you. Here's the cold, hard truth. Life doesn't care about your excuses. It only cares about what you do. Discipline isn't just a habit, it's a lifestyle. It's the thing that pushes you when you don't feel like it. The thing that makes you keep going when the world tells you to quit. Master discipline, and you're not just mastering your life, you're mastering the world. So get out there and get to work. There's no time to waste.